Ladies and gentlemen, please remain upstanding to welcome our class of 2013, led by their tutors. Please remain upstanding for the Thai Royal Anthem. Please remain upstanding for the national anthem of the United Kingdom.
Good afternoon and welcome to the British International School Phuket Year 13 graduation ceremony. I would like to welcome to the ceremony Kun Samai, the Phuket Vice Governor, Mr. Apiwat Urarat, our school CEO, Assistant Professor Dr. Nerez Pantaratorn, the school manager, Kun Niranrit Urarat, the assistant to the school manager, Mr. Martin Carpenter, the British Honorary Consul, Mr. Mark Mallia, Head of the PTA, and Mrs. Mallia, guests from the Phuket community, including local media, the Royal Phuket Marina and Central Festival, parents, students, teachers, staff, and most importantly today, Year 13 students. We are here today to celebrate the graduation of our 47 Year 13 students. To the class of 2013, I say congratulations. And from my vantage point, you look marvellous. We are all very proud of you. By the very nature of international schools, many students and families come and go in this period. And certainly in the case of 13 years or more. Of our graduating class, just over 25% of this cohort has been here since year 1. Add to that the fact that one student, Benjamin Hickson, has been at the school since nursery, and another 5 students since reception. This group of students in front of us represents 12 nationalities, and with their preferred choice of university, they will move to 11 different countries around the world. 23 boys and 24 girls have shared experiences which will forever be an important part of their lives. All of you have persevered and achieved your goals, and we, the BISP community, celebrate this with you. I would now like to ask our headmaster, Mr. Neil Richards, to introduce our guest speaker this afternoon. Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen.
Distinguished and honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, students and graduates. It's a great pleasure to see you all in front of me today looking so spruced up. It's my pleasure today to invite Kun Apiwat Urarat to give the speech this afternoon. And it's a particular honour for the school, I think, and for me particularly because of the fact that I've worked quite closely with him since I've been at the school, which is just over a year now. Kun Apiwat is a product of an international education, and he's the son of the founder of the school, Dr. Artit Urarat, and he is the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of ISU Healthcare. He's also the Chief Executive Officer of the British International School, Phuket. Since I've arrived at the school, he's given me tremendous support. I sometimes have some crazy ideas. He's given me every support that he possibly could since I've been here. And he has a vision for the school that is quite extraordinary. And I'm sure that we will, over the years, see this school grow from strength to strength. And it is therefore a really great pleasure for me to invite him to take the stage this afternoon.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor for me to be here this afternoon, sorry. It's glad to see all graduates here of IB program. I'm very proud of every one of you to have achieved this goal, and it must be proud for your parents, your teachers, as well as your friends that you have achieved this tremendous success. Today is another joyful day for me and everyone here. Your family, your friends, your teachers, they all must be very proud of you and your great achievement. It is highly prestigious and you all should be proud of your accomplishments. This program is highly respected and regarded because of its, not only because of its academic demands and disciplines, but because of its what creativity and learning capabilities that is taught you. It's instilled in you the whole wholesomeness in you. Not only you learn academically, you learn how to think analytically, you also learn how to get along with people, you also learn how to improve the situations in your society and help others. You will be more adaptable, flexible, versatile, and well equipped to handle different and difficult situations. And any kind of demanding situations and extremely unpredictable situations that life has thrown to you, you'll be able to handle them. As you know, your life will be vastly changed once you've exited the school. There will be almost freer to do anything that you like to do. If for some of you who go to college and universities, there'll be less pressure for you to conform. There'll be less peer pressure for you, and life will be extremely free for you. But that's the catch, because you have your own to rely on. You have to be able to instill self-discipline when you go out into the real world. As you know, freedom must come with discipline, and that's very important for you. When you leave the school, I would like you to remember the good things you've learned, the good things you share with your teachers and your friends and your parents, and also the difficult things. I'm sure that many of you have encountered difficult periods, difficult situations and issues, not only academically, but also socially and personally. And I'd like you to learn from them. And that's the best that we can do, is learn from them and never make the same mistakes again. This will prepare you for the life of into adulthood, because you have your own to rely on. You'll become a full adult, and that's very important. Again, today you are the pride of your teachers, the pride of your parents, the pride of your peers and colleagues. And I would like you to be proud of yourself for your great achievement. I'm very pleased and very proud to be here today to give you this speech. And I wish every one of you very good luck and very much success for your future in everything that you decide to do. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Kunapiwan, for your words of wisdom and guidance. At the heart of the IB program are three key components: CAS, Theory of Knowledge, and Extended Essay. We will now recognise students who have made some exceptional achievements in these areas, followed by the presentation of the Valedictorian Award. I would like to invite Ms. Coulson to the podium to present the CAS Award.
Good afternoon. As all of the graduates sitting here today are fully aware, students are required to participate in a range of CAS activities in order to obtain their IB diploma and the BIS high school diploma. As CAS coordinator, I continually scroll through managed bank accounts, and it is always amazing what I find. The IBO recommends that all IB students participate in at least 150 hours. And yet many of you students sitting here today went far beyond this requirement. 20 students surpassed the 200-hour mark. Incidentally, one student managed a total of 879 hours. 724 of these were action, 582 hours of which were for swim training alone. Now that is perseverance and commitment. Well done, Bianca. Hours aside, CAS offers students with a myriad of purposeful real-life opportunities. CAS is all about showing commitment, initiative, and personal engagement. Students must also show that they have met the 8 learning outcomes successfully through extensive evidence and personal reflection of their experiences. One activity that jumped out at me was titled Give a Goat, which was a Christmas fair stall to raise money for villagers in Africa. Thank you, Charlotte and Lucy, for bringing this issue of global importance to our attention. Meanwhile, Koshi became a qualified pilot through 53 hours of flight training in Arizona. I think so. There's been some interference. Excuse me. No. So it included a solo cross-country flight. Katacha, Poptum, Vishnu, and Bhuti all completed 49 hours of work experience each at Bashira and the Bangkok Phuket International Hospital. All excellent examples of how students develop new skills and undertake new challenges through CAS. But what struck me the most about the recipient of this year's CAS award was just how far the student took their CAS opportunities. The winner did not simply tick off hours for the sake of it. Rather, the student felt committed to helping others. The student could always be found leading the way while going well above and beyond the expectations set by others and themselves. The student is a great influence, not only among their IB peers, but also throughout the school. This great student leader completed a total of 111 creative hours, 149 action hours, and 120 service hours through 34 different activities. That is a total of 379 hours with 141 reflections to evidence. The highest total posted this year. This student participated in activities to aid the Life Home Project and initiated the Student Awareness Activity for World AIDS Day. The student helped a Burmese school located in a nearby worker camp. Working collaboratively with others, the team helped cement and paint the walls to improve the learning environment for the children. This year's awardee was also instrumental in planning and developing the mural painting project at the Hill Tribe School in Chiang Rai. Continually displaying strong leadership and organizational skills in their role on the student council, this student was also heavily involved in sports as a player, assistant coach, referee, and volunteer at all of the tournaments and swim meets. The recipient improved their creative skills as photographer for the tournament and helped create your pages. When not on the basketball court or the football field, the student was otherwise busy in the DT department helping younger students develop their skills. When not planning school fundraising events, discos, or acting at MC at one of many school-wide events. This particular student still somehow found the time to MC at the Phuket Iron Kids event and manage the Ivy Common Room's electronic process. Given this student's passion for sport, basketball especially, I found an inspirational quote from Michael Jordan. The winner of this year's CAS Award did just what Michael Jordan described. The awardee led by example with consistent enthusiasm and hard work. The student earned their leadership position by practice every day. I'd now like to invite Mr. Mark Malia to the stage to present this year's CAS Award.
electrifying. It's my pleasure to announce the winner of the Theory of Knowledge Award for 2013. For those who don't know what TOK, or Theory of Knowledge, is, it's one of the core components of the IB diploma program. And the aim of this course is to develop academic thinking, creative and critical thinking. Other high school programs don't have anything like the TOK program, so this is truly a unique prize, a unique award. Now let's talk about the winner. This is what the teachers say about the winner. She is confident, she has aptitude to taking on new ideas, concepts. Her exam papers was one of the best of the group. She will do very well indeed. She's a vibrant member of the group, and she has missed several classes. However, throughout the 2 years of the TOK program, she has been very motivated, very supportive, and she's done very well in presentations and essays. At this stage, I would like to welcome Mr. Carpenter, the British Honorary Council of Phuket, to come and assist with the award. And while Mr. Carpenter makes his way up here, I will give you a few more hints who the winner might be. She's a keen environmentalist, and she intends to study in the School of Oriental and African Studies in London. I think that's pretty amazing. So the winner is Charlotte. I would like to now invite Ms. Claire Lester to come and present the extended essay.
The extended essay is an in-depth study of a focused topic chosen from a list of approved diploma subjects. It is intended to promote high-level research and writing skills, intellectual discovery and creativity. It provides students with an opportunity to engage in personal research in a topic of their own choice, under the guidance of a supervisor. This leads to a major piece of formally presented structured writing, in which ideas and findings are communicated in a reasoned and coherent manner, appropriate to the subject chosen. This student's EE allowed excellent knowledge, understanding and enthusiasm for the topic we chose to discuss. The research process involved intellectual risk-taking and extensive reflection, open-mindedness, balance and fairness. I would like to read an extract from her introduction. The human anatomy has fascinated and interested countless anatomists, scientists and artists for millennia. From underlying systems and structures to the various forms, shapes and movements of our bodies, the human anatomy has always been and will still be constantly under investigation. From the core of the internal foundation to the surface physique of the Homo sapiens, each part plays a significant role for medical and scientific purposes, but also profoundly in the world of art. The human anatomy is a very powerful subject, and the subject is us. I would like to invite Dr. Neres onto the stage. Thank you. This student was once top in the world for IGCSE Art and Design. Today, she is top in extended essay at the British International School of Phuket. The EE award this year goes to Maria Isabel Becker.
Our apologies about the microphone. Unfortunately, the power keeps on spiking from outside the school, and that's what's causing it. So it's out of our control, and it's one of those 200 things that I had on my list of things that could go wrong. So let's hope we stop there. The valedictorian of Year 13 is the student with the highest grade point average and hence the top ranking student. The winner of this award entered the school in 2007. They completed the essay entrance test and the teacher noted, nice sentiments, positive, many grammatical errors, but would be suitable for an intensive English level course. A few months after entering the school, their goal was to get an A in all classes. A year later, in the end of year report, the tutor noted, has made some progress in speaking more English this year, but needs to continue to work on this a lot. By the end of the following year, this student had achieved 3 7s and was in the top 25% of the cohort. Success continued for the next few years. In Year 11, the IGCSE examinations included First Language Korean and First Language English, Travel and Tourism, Mathematics, Coordinated Sciences and Music. An A was achieved in 3 of the subjects, with all the remaining subjects being a B. The tutor commented, is positive and friendly, responsible and very conscientious. Entry into Year 12 was smooth, and by the end of the year, this student was at the top in the year group and has their name on the honour board for that year. Their academic progress through the IB diploma has been outstanding, achieving 7s in 5 out of the 6 subjects internally, and all teachers have commented on what a pleasure it was to have them in their class. A conscientious learner who is always self-motivated to perform to the best of their abilities. At this point, I'd like to ask Kun Samai, the Vice Governor, to come up on stage to present this award. Congratulations to this year's valedictorian, Kyun Jung Kim.
Some remarkable achievements indeed. Thank you very much. And now I would like to invite 2 important leaders in our school to the stage. Before they step up, I would like to recognise and thank them for all they have done. I, for one, have greatly appreciated and depended on their support, advice and assistance. Will our graduating head prefects, Natasha and Cansorn, please come to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude on behalf of the class of 2013 to the parents, teachers, families, and friends who are here today to be part of one of the greatest achievements of our lives. Well, actually, you've always been there for us, supporting these little crazy students through IB. Today, I'm going to be focusing on the students of the class of 2013, while Natasha here will be focusing on more of the parents and teachers. When I was in year 6, I remember watching my classmate Zach do his little primary graduation speech. And I was sitting with the rest of my class thinking about how one day I was going to do one for my high school graduation. Now here I am, sitting at the podium with hundreds of people, giving the high school speech, and now I realize, well, it wasn't that easy after all. I'm just going to be honest with you that This speech was one of the hardest things I've ever had to write in my life, because in order to talk about all the great memories I've had in this school for the past 13 years, it's just impossible. I mean, the other things I have to write about are pretty easy to make up, like a TOK essay. 17 All I had to do was drink a lot of sugary drinks to get me through the night, throw in some big words to make myself sound smart and credible, and pray to God that the IB buys it. When it came to my writing a graduation speech, I literally just blanked out. So I asked for some advice from my friend Alex, and he told me to write from my heart. Okay, there's one thing you know about me is that I don't really have one. I did write from my heart, it'd be sarcastic, pointless, and probably end up offending the entire assembly. But in the end, I still chose to write from my heart and use some of the skills I learned from writing a TOK essay. I feel like some of us have been in this school for way too long, and I think some of the teachers here are probably sick of seeing our faces, and they're all so glad you're finally leaving. In psychology class, I learned about schema theory. We humans have a way of processing things by associating little things together to a specific category. When I hear BIS class of 2013, I think of caffeine overdose, senioritis, professional procrastination, solidarity, magical orange and banana peels appearing in your bag, swagger, spontaneity, and of course, exemplary. Looking at my class right now, I don't only see high school graduates. I see potential doctors, lawyers, celebrities, athletes, designers, pilots, DJs, rappers, and the fact that I'm graduating with all these talented people makes me feel so honored to be part of this class. The biggest human flaw, in my opinion, is the fact that we only value something when we're about to lose it. I never thought I was going to miss this group of friends so much. But a couple of days ago, it hit me. Some of these awesome people sitting down there right now, I may never be able to see them again. Being students in international school, it's as though we're a dandelion. At first, we're all blooming yellow colors and just happily living together, but then suddenly, we all change into these fragile dandelion seeds, barely hanging onto each other before the inevitable gush of wind called life blows us apart, dispersing us all around the world. However, these dandelion seeds are going to land in one place, and they're going to grow up into other dandelions, and then the whole cycle will start over again. When I leave this place, I'm not going to leave empty-handed. I'm going to leave with my IB diploma that I've worked so hard for, and also the good memories made in this oddly shaped red building I call BIS Protect. I remember these little things for example, Mr. Yanni's singing lectures, the shenanigans in Miss Aslan's English class, Mr. Richardson's dog point worksheets, trying to stay awake in Mr. Johnson's math class, desperately trying to find my French folder, fooling around on Google Docs and ITGS, Emmanuel the common room skeleton, the swimming guy in the lake in front of school, Couch's dictatorship, Peter's catchy ringtone, Charlie's leftovers from bake lying all over the place, YOLO attitude, Bianca the narcoleptic mermaid, Koji's insured hair, You the perfect girl, Lobby and her rainbow fetish, Wayne, Moss, Jay and Oak playing online games in the common room, Sheila's home-cooked organic meal, Willie in French class, Steph and our many dive trips together, Teo at the disco, Foy forever alone on the IA trip, Bucci and Vicious curry night, Alex's frozen Oishi bottle in the freezer, Lucy's fabulous accent, Izzy, Nita, proud and Julie skipping lunch, Im's oblivion, Appy freaking out and Johannes freaking out, Kelly the silent assassin, Bora cracking jokes, Kit, Richard and T the HL mathletes, all too trying about to touch, Dennis constantly borrowing my USB, Vichar Lolita, the Empresses of Bake, Jam and Gam, the IT lab royalties, me the most popular Thai girl in school, Lily and Shannon arguing about trivial things that seem to matter to them so much, Jason staring out the window every lesson, Gunn and Sean flying across the floor, Eddie the human slingshot, the Harlem Shake, the lift up, and pretty much all the crazy things that have happened every day for the past 2 years. There's no one older than a high school senior, but no one younger than a college freshman. You think you know it all, but when you're off to college, you're like a fish out of water. You can't live your life by just staying in your comfort zone. It is always a good idea to explore new environments. If you ask me whether or not I'm ready to move on, the answer is both yes and no. I'm excited to finally graduate and go to college because of all the stories I've been hearing about the experience there, but I'm also scared of leaving my comfort zone. For me, I think high school is like a TV show. The first day of secondary is like the pilot episode where we are introduced to new things and then we gradually get used to them. And every now and then, the last day of each year is like the season finale. We can't wait for the next season to start because we know there's going to be another season for us to enjoy. And then the season premiere comes and we live through it all over again. Some seasons are better than the other, but nevertheless, it's better than TV show ending. But one way or another, every TV show has to come to an end, and so does high school. Being in year 13 is like you are finally in the last season and you're aware of it. You still live through it like any other season, but then when the series finale comes, it finally hits you. There won't be another season for you to watch, and you better start watching a new show. No matter how hard you beg for it, at least a spin-off, or a sequel, or me a movie adaptation. But it's not going to happen. Today is my series finale. All of the episodes from the past seasons have led up to this moment. I can choose to make it a happy ending or a cliffhanger. And I choose the happy ending. I'm ready to move on. To all the year 12s up there, I'd just like to say that next year is going to be the best year of your life. So, just do your best, and remember, no pain, no gain. For all the teachers out there, there's this old Chinese proverb that reminds me of you guys. 日为师，终身为父, which roughly translates to, you be our teachers for one day, and you'll remain our parents for our entire lives. Even though we are leaving this school, your teachings and guidance will stay with us forever. I can say that I've grown up so much from the first day of secondary school till today, and it's all thanks to you. You tolerated us and even followed us when we missed our deadlines. You were always there for us when we needed someone to talk to. Therefore, thank you for everything. Lastly, I'd like to thank each and every one of my classmates for being such awesome people. You guys are always there for me, and you accepted me for who I am. And you always have my back. I am so blessed to be graduating with all of you. We've been through many hard times together and survived IB. It seems like the pain and torture from IB has brought us closer as a group, uniting all the little cliques together into one big, beautiful mess that Miss Christensen, Mr. Clark, and Miss Colson have to deal with every day. Whenever you find yourself in times of trouble and feel like nothing else can save you from this living hell, remind yourself, if Britney Spears can make it through 2007, so can you. So never give up, and I'll always be there for you guys too. Finally, since my guys, Beyonce, just dropped a new single this week, I feel like it is necessary to quote her for this speech. Embrace your past, but live for now. Thank you.
But most of all, I see a family who over the past 2 years have bonded in several activities, such as the M Club, the K Club, doing flash mob, and the recent Zip Club. And we're always coming up with something new and exciting to do. We might not have always been the greatest role models at BIS, but we are always the craziest role models, which Mr. Meredith will know with all the ideas we've gone to him for permission for. You guys are by far the most amazing and awesome year group I've passed graduating with. So I owe you my deepest gratitude for making my school days years of our life, our parents are always the one we can count on. They have always been there for us, cheering us on and picking us up when we fall. So, here is to the parents of the class of 2013 for always putting up with us, always standing by us, and for giving us the best opportunity to succeed in life. Thank you. But everything that IB has prepared us for, the one thing it certainly did not prepare me for is saying goodbye. So on that note, as the famous Jason Decatel would say, it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later, and that is exactly what it is. Phuket is our home, and it will always be our home, and one day we will cross paths again. It has finally come to the last stage of receiving our diploma, so I'm not going to drag this on any longer, since 2 years is already long enough. I want to end this by saying thank you to all my fellow graduates who have put up with my dictatorship and supporting my ideas, who have always made me smile and who I will never forget. You have all made an impact on my life, and I will cherish that to the end. So, as Mark Twain once said, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off foul lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the tide winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover.
I invite the class of 2013 to come to the stage to sing the song Time Your Life by Green Day.
Another turning point, a force hit the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Take the photographs and still print in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories, a dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth for the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Very much, class 2013. I will now present the BIS High School Diplomas. Matthew and Mr. Richards, may I invite you to the stage to do the honours of presenting the diplomas. And may I ask Miss Gallagher to come to the podium to introduce the tutor.
Charlotte Trudgill.
offered, but I would like to share a few reflections before we close our ceremony. Class of 2013, do you have any questions about the noticed candidates displayed around the school? Or perhaps, does anyone have any unauthorized material in his or her possession? This really is your last opportunity to say so. Sorry, just a flashback to the trauma of the examination hall. But you did it. You have completed your IB program and all that it involved, including the 95 exams. Yes, I added them up. There were 95 exams in total. Not that you had to write more. All that remains is to remember your PIN code and celebrate your hard-earned results in July. But more seriously and foremost, class 2013, I have not known you for long, but it has nevertheless been a pleasure and a privilege to know you. You, your parents, and this school have much to be proud of. Why? You are balanced, sometimes, confident, intelligent, and caring young adults. I was made to feel very welcome to my new job as your IB coordinator, and your courtesy and conduct are exemplary. Definitely a level 7. You too will very soon venture into unfamiliar territory and discover how important such small gestures of welcome and inclusion are. Secondly, your IB experience may seem to have been dominated by academic rigor. Some may say the rigor bordered the extreme. Bossy speech, yes. But at the core of your experience was the IB learner profile. Embedded in the structure of the curriculum were experiences which challenged you and perhaps pushed you to the extreme, but certainly took you out of the comfort zone. In so doing, these experiences developed your self-confidence and your self-esteem. You became inquirers, you became knowledgeable, you became critical thinkers, communicators, risk-takers. As we've heard, a little bit too heavy on the risk-taking when it came to meeting deadlines. We are changing that term for next year. It's going to be called due dates. But hopefully you also learned the need for balance and reflection. You are very well prepared and can move forward with confidence. However, our behavior is controlled by our values. And in my opinion, the most important aspects of the IB learner profile are the following. Be principled. Never, ever abandon your integrity and your honesty, despite the dilemmas and challenges you will inevitably face. Be open-minded. Do not judge others too prematurely. Take the time and effort to delve below that surface of the iceberg of culture and recognize your own prejudice and bias. Continue to be caring. Remember, as privileged as we are, caring and sensitivity to others enriches our souls. It is the basis of our humanity. Act with humility. But of course, live your life with passion. Do your very best, and remember that the cup of life is always half full. Thank you. Class 2013, please be upstanding. Ed prefects. Please conclude our graduation ceremony with the change of the graduation tassel.
BIS class of 2013, please move your tassel from the right to the left.
please be upstanding as our graduating class. They wish to show their appreciation for all that you have done. So parents, may I ask you first to leave, and other members of our audience, our guests, please could you be seated for a few minutes.
Throw your hats in the air, ready for the photo. Ready? Keep your hats on now. Hat one it is. Okay, parents ready? 3, 2, 1.
unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time.